Good morning class. Hope we are all fine. Now we are meeting again. So let's start. In previous video we have learned about introduction of apparatus. Now we will start our practical. Unit 6 Stoichiometric analysis. Practical number 1. Aim determination of concentration strength of sodium hydroxide by titrating it against a standard solution of oxalic acid H2C2O4 dot twice H2O. Now you have to write like this format. First, apparatus required: apparatus, burette, pipette, conical flask, burette stand, funnel. Then next line you have to write solutions. Then burette 0.1 molar NaOH. Next, pipette 10 ml X molar oxalic acid. Indicator phenolphthalein. Color change colorless to light pink. Here in burette we are using base and pipette we are using acid. That's why we have to use indicator is phenolphthalein. If suppose burette solution is acid and pipette solution is base, then we will use indicator is methyl orange. But here in burette solution we have sodium hydroxide, that is base, and pipette solution is oxalic acid, that is acid. So we have to use only phenolphthalein indicator. And here color change is colorless to light pink. Let's move. Next we have to write chemical reaction equation. What we are using? H2C2O4 aqueous plus NaOH. We have to balance the equation. Then Na2C2O4 plus twice H2O. That is oxalic acid, sodium hydroxide. Then Na2C2O4, that means sodium oxalate. Then we have to write water. Let's move. Let's move. So here we have already aimed 0.1 molar. 0.1 molar NaOH. I have 0.1 molar NaOH. And next solution is X molar oxalic acid. So first of all, we have already seen that 0.1 molar NaOH in burette solution. So we have to first fill up the burette with NaOH. In burette, first of all we have to remember the most. Here we have to remove the bubble. First we have to remove the bubble and then we have to set 0. Then remove the funnel. Now we have to take 10 ml pour into conical flask. Here we have to remember, do not add the last. In conical flask, pipette 10 ml X molar oxalic acid. appears. In this situation, we have to read the readings also. Watch the burette reading. We have to drop by drop add by burette. See, here pink color appears. This is our first reading. We have to read 10.1. Our first reading is 10.1. We will write over here to remember. Now we will continue for second reading. We have to take another 10 ml. For second reading, we have to take 10 ml oxalic acid. Then add 3-4 drops of phenolphthalein. Then titrate and continue shaking. We will continue again by adding burette drop by drop. You can see here again light pink color appears. Same process, same procedure we have to do it again. Again we have to take 10 ml oxalic acid third time. Pour into quantity of glass. Then titrate it again. We have to add drop by drop NaOH solution from burette. You can see here again pink color appears. See, pink color, permanent light pink color. We have to take fourth time 10 ml oxalic acid for fourth reading. to Konika class. Then again we have to titrate. See, again pink color appears. So our second reading is 20.2, third reading is 30.1, fourth reading is 40.1. Here we have taken fourth reading. Now we have to do the calculation. Let's see. Listen carefully, students. While I am taking the reading, you can't see the permanent P color. So here you can see clearly. You can see clearly light pink color. See that how pink color appears. Permanent pink color. See. I have taken fourth reading. Permanent light pink color. You can see how pink color appears. Let's move for observation table. Here we have to write observation table. First column, Burette reading. Second, third, fourth and fifth column. This is first reading, second reading, third reading, then fourth reading. Last column for concordant reading. Then next row, final reading. Another row, initial reading. Then last difference. We have already done the fourth reading. So first reading is our 10.1. Then here we have to write first reading in final reading 10.1. Then our second reading is 20.2. Third reading is 30.1. Fourth reading is 40.1. Most important, initial reading. Here first reading we have to write 0, 0. Because we have already started from 0. That's why we have to write here 0. Then second reading, initial reading is 10.1. Why? Reason is we have continued from 10.1. Our first reading is 10.1. But when we are taking the another reading, second reading, we have already started from 10.1. That's why we have to write here 10.1. Then 20.2. Because after second reading, we are taking the third reading. Okay? Then while we are taking the third reading, we will already continue from 20.2. Then 30.1. Fourth reading. While we are taking the fourth reading, we have already continued from 30.1. I am explaining again. First we have already set 0. Then we have already taken the first reading 10.1. Then after I have already continued. From 10.1. Then we have already taken the second reading for 20.2. That's why we have to write here 10.1. Third reading 30.1. Then here initial reading is 20.2 because we have continued from 20.2. 10.1. Here, let's continue. 20.2 minus 10.1, 9.1, 30.1 minus 20.2, 9.9, 40.1 minus 30.1, that is 10. So, for confident reading, we have to average. We have to take average for fourth reading. That is 10.1 plus 10.1 plus 9.9 plus 10 divided by 4 is equal to 10. So our average reading is 10. Let's move. Let's move for calculation. For calculation, we have to write molarity of NaOH. Solution can be calculated by the equation A1N1V1 is equal to A2N2V2. We have to find molarity of oxalic acid. So, equation is A1N1V1 is equal to A2N2V2, where A1N1V1 for oxalic acid and A2N2V2 for sodium hydroxide, where A1 is equal to 2. A1 is equal to 2. That is oxalic acid. Oxalic acid formula H2C2O4 dot 2H2O. Here H plus O for minus 2. Hydrogen has 2 electrons. That's why we have to write A1 is equal to 2. M1X molar, because we have to find molarity of oxalic acid. Then V1, because we have take 10 ml. We have take 10 ml oxalic acid. Next, A2N2V2. A2N2V2 for sodium hydroxide. A2 is equal to 1 because NaOH. Here Na plus and OH minus, that is 1 electron. That's why we have to write A2 is equal to 1. That means A for electron remover gain. We have to write the numerical what oxalic acid and sodium hydroxide electron gain or remove, we have to write it here. So N2 is equal to 0.1 molar. You can see 0.1 molar. Then V2. Here V2 is we have already taken the reading. The average reading is we have to write it here for 10 ml. Now we will again write the equation A1N1V1 is equal to M2N2V2. Then we have to find M1. Then A2N2V2 divided by A1V1. Then we have to put the numbers and calculate the. After calculating, we have the answer 0.05 molar. Here you have to remember, never again say 0.05 molar. Every time you have to say 0.05 molar. Okay, here we have already to find the molarity. Now we have to find the strain, that is your concentration. To determination, concentration strength. First we have to find the molarity, then we have to find the concentration. Okay students, let's move. Let's go for another calculation. First, molarity of oxalic acid. Now, second, gram per liter of oxalic acid solution. Formula molarity into molar mass. Molarity we have already defined in previous 0.05 molar. Then molar mass is 126 gram. So 0.05 into 126, that is 6.3. Unit is gram per liter. So all of you let's move for result. After calculating gram per liter, that is concentration. Concentration in the bracket strength. Now the last result, concentration, strength of oxalic acid solution is 6.3 gram per liter. What is our aim? Determination of concentration, strength. We have to find the strength of given 0.1 molar NaOH by titrating it against the standard solution of oxalic acid. So we have already done the calculation. Till here you have to do all the particles, same equation, same procedure, same process. But most important you have to remember the format. First aim, then apparatus, then solution, then chemical equation, then observation table, then calculation. For first molarity, then second gram per liter, and the last concentration, that is strength. Here our first particle NaOH versus oxalic acid complete. In next video I will show you the second particle. Till then